Hi, it's Michael from Music Radar, and we're here with Stef Carpenter from Deftones at the Orange stand. Stef has been here signing autographs and things, and Stef, what prompted the move to Orange?
Somebody asked me, and I just said okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't like on a big quest or push for it. I actually I started off, and mostly used the cabinets, but I have a bunch of the amps as well. But that was really just, how it started. It was, I was just looking for some cabinets, actually, for the guys in my band who use them, because I was trying to get my little rehearsal room set up. So I was like, invite them out, like, don't bring your amps, I already got them. And that was the first step, and that's how it happened.
So what heads are you running?
I have the dual dark. I have two of these little micro darks. Those are pretty dope little amps, man. Those things are amazing. The Jim Roots, the Tiny Tears. I got a lot. What else do I have? That's about it, I think. I don't have any of the Rocker Verbs.
Next on the list, though, right?
One day I might possess the catalog. The choicest cuts of the catalog.
That's cool. So, what do you like about the sound of the amps over sort of the digital rig that you were running before?
Well, I still am, but I'm more looking at, for me, it's more like from a producer's angle that I want to look at it. There's so much great gear. I can't tell you like this is the pinnacle, because that's the pinnacle too. What do you want? Oh, look over there. Did you see how great that was? Where do you draw the line? I don't. I just, I want to use the things that I like. Everything has its place at some point. And that doesn't even mean anything, because say it's set and it's something's like designed to do this, you can tweak anything in any direction and create something from a whole nother perspective. Oh, it was meant for that, but I like to use it for this.
So have you been using the amps on the new Deftones record that's coming out?
Yeah, we actually used them. I had the dual dark on it, and let's see, Chino uses he has the dual tear amp that he uses. So yeah, it's all in there.
What can we expect from the new album?
I say expect nothing. You're only going to be let down. All expectations are going to do in this world is let you down. Don't get caught up.
Anything new with your playing on the record?
No. What I actually as a player, I've spent a lot of time over the last couple years really trying to just working on my gear and trying to get it, to dial in. I'm not sure if you're aware of not. There was a period of time where my Axe-Fx rig that I was using was just a disaster for me, but it was mostly because just little things weren't in the right thing, and then I got all that sorted out, but life's been, my life's been dedicated to getting my gear operating right, because I didn't have it going, I got seriously and incredibly sidetracked with tone matching. What a disaster in my life that was. It's beautiful on one hand, but in the real world, leave it alone. Just use your amp, But like I said, I've got that all worked out now. My digital world is in full operation, and happiness has been regained. But that's, like I said, because for the last couple of years, I've been focused on that. Point being, long story short, I haven't played my guitar much, and I am desperately in the position of needing and wanting to practice a lot now, because I'm not looking to change anything about what I do or try to become something spectacular and a huge show-off, but I would like to, step up my abilities, because I'm inspired by so many great bands and so many great guitar players out there that, like, I look at my stuff and I'm like, oh my God, just what a dinosaur, you know what I mean? Like, just change, it's time to tear it up.
Nice. So are you running like the Orange stuff with Axe-Fx Live?
Well, my live rig is I'm running two Axe-Fx's live, and I actually run those into an angle power amp into my Orange cabinets. And my signal is coming off my radial JDX red boxes and the Axe-Fx's, and the cabs are mic'd also. So it's a full blend of options.
And
that's really. I really like having the options with all the equipment. There's, like I said, there is so much great stuff. I don't want to hear the pitch about what's great anymore. I'm tired of this is that and this is so hot and ugh. I'm wore out. I'm wore out by so much greatness.
Speaking of which, you just switched out Fishman Fluence pickups into your ESP models. I mean, what prompted that?
Same thing. I was approached one day, and even as I was approached, I was kind of like, is it really going to make a difference? You know what I mean? So, and I was really skeptical, and it just came down to like, we'll just try them. So I said, well, all right, I'll try them. Who am I to say no to trying them? You know what I mean? So we put them in one of my guitars, and I literally sat there and played my guitar for like an hour straight. And I was like, I felt like I did when I first put my Seymour Duncan JVs in my guitars years ago, because that's what I used basically from when I started playing guitar, after about 6 months of playing, until about 2000 when I switched over to EMGs. And really every switch I've done, they've almost come, I don't want to say boredom, but just like, I embrace change. I like to change. I like the challenge of taking something I'm completely unfamiliar with and trying to make it work and be something that I can be familiar with. I like the unfamiliar. I don't have a problem with that. Don't do that. Like, what do you mean don't do that? I'm an American, not an Americant. What the hell are you talking about?
And similar approach to songwriting on the new Deftones record with that?
I told you I didn't. I've spent a lot of my time on gear. As a participant in songwriting, I was present and I did my stuff, but it's not mostly my influence as far as what we got going on the new stuff. I mean, I'm definitely got my touch on it, but it's not all about me. We're a band. And right now on this record, it's I said the other day in an ESP interview that Sergio and Chino really have done a lot of the work on this record. I just had to be some glue and hold them together.